You might be wondering, why is he wearing all black? Well, he's wearing all black because today we're reviewing a white skate, and that's where the focus is going to be on this video. Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. Today we are going to make a review on my damn 909 setup. How good are these? How bad are these? Well, that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. So, let's do this. It seems like it was just yesterday that Valo was announcing the end. 1 week later, they were announcing the beginning of this. And this is them. And this is I can't call it Project 2, even if it's the second real project from them, but it's the 909. If the previous skate was called the 908, which was made out of an open mold, well, this is the 909. And this is a completely new mold from them, and it's a big thing, because to make this skate, John Julio, who is the owner of them, partnered with Kyle Sola. Kyle Sola, you might have seen a couple of times in this channel. I actually had a podcast with Kyle. He also owns the brand Sola Frames, which is the aluminum frames that you will see the world champion Joe Atkinson use, and these two guys worked together on this project. And spoiler alert, it is amazing, but I didn't really skate them too much, and for me to come here and say this is a good or this is a bad skate, well, the whole aggressive skating market is flooded with this skate. So if it was a bad skate, as a lot of people say, it's an amazing marketing. Yes, it's an amazing marketing, but if it was a bad skate, it wouldn't last this long. Let's be honest here. And this one, the 909, compared to the first one, it's even better. And I enjoy the first one. Before I really talk about the 909, let me just say what I'm using here to complete my 909 setup. Obviously, 909 white, which is the third skate that came out of the 909s. That was the black, the gray, and the third version was the white, which came on a second wave of them 909s. There's a new one coming in the next couple of weeks, the Danny Beer, and that's the different thing. The boot is the same, but now let me just talk about my setup. So on this skate here, I'm using the Kaiser Fluid 5, and the Kaiser Fluid 5, it's basically the flat frame option from Kaiser. I'm not gonna talk a lot about this frame today. That will make a specific review just for this frame, but today I'm just telling you that I was using the Kaiser Fluid 5 on my damn 909 setup, so as I was using the Undercover 55mm team wheel. They are 5592s and they feel a little bit on the hard side, especially being small, but again, it's not a review on these, so as it's not a review of the liner that I'm using here. And I'm not gonna take it completely, this is the Rossi's Ricardo Lino liner, aka RL. It's obviously not the Ricardo Lino liner, but it could be because it's the RL. So when you see RL, you will think of me. Anyway, it's the Rosie's liner one. There will be a review on this liner coming soon. What I can tell you, and the reason why I'm using this liner on this skate, is it's not because I didn't add the original liner. I did add the original liner. It didn't really push me to skate it. Couldn't be more honest with you. I also have the damn Intuition liner, and it's supposed to be the perfect liner for this skate, and it does feel good. It does feel good. So as the Intuition V2 also feels good, so as the Rhine V3 also feels good, and so as the My Fit Second Skin also felt good. But out of all these liners, before I go out and skate them, this was the one that felt the best, and I really like how low the profile is with this. But again, this is not a review on the liner, that will come soon. I'm gonna start by talking about the Soleplate. The Soleplate, it's the exact same as the one that was used on the previous skate. In fact, the damn 909 was made with what they already had developed from scratch. And the only thing that the 908, the previous model from them, had completely developed by John Julio was the Soleplate, which a lot of people really enjoyed. I know that the first ones that came out on the first damn 908s, they were a little bit on the soft side, and they had a different hardware, like the mounting screws were a bit different, but they already made the adjustments. And the truth is, I didn't skate them long enough to tell you if they last or not, but they do slide very, very fast. Can't complain at all. And they do slide very, very good on everything. If you've been following this channel, you know that I usually complain about doing frontside torques, even if it's just on rails, with flat setups. If it's an anti-rocker or a freestyle, I can do them very easily. With a flat setup, not that many. Yes, I'm using flat with 55mm wheels. One of the reasons is because I want to be able to do some tricks, but there's not a lot of skates that I can frontside torque, and this Soleplate for that just allow me to do it. And there is one thing, I usually say that I do my torques like this, kind of like a Eric Bailey or like a Sean Kelso style, more like into the fishbone, not really like sideways, you know? But this Soleplate kept on pushing me into the perfect torque without stopping, because sometimes some skates push me to this way, and then it stops when I do a frontside torque, and that's when it becomes dangerous. On these, I locked like this, I keep on sliding, and slowly it starts shifting, but it doesn't stop me at all. I know that a lot of people used to wait on the Oxygen skates. The Oxygen skates were the first pair of inline skates that I was able to do frontside torques on a mini ramp. And I know a lot of people say they were super slow. Somehow, I kind of felt the skate shifting the same way as the Oxygens did. Don't ask me why, I don't know how to explain, but it felt a bit that way. Now, they did slide good. On backslides, also very good, very easy to control backslides. And when you have a skate that you can backslide very good and torque very good, well, unity tricks also become very, very easy. So, in fact, all the block tricks on this skate are just easy. And again, I'm using a flat setup, which usually makes it harder, at least for me. So if you're going to be using anti-rocker, then it's just piece of cake. Now, for soul tricks, as I just said too, it's a super, super fast plate. Again, I didn't really skate it a lot, but I didn't felt any difference on the Soleplate from the 908, even if I had the U1s, which was the third or the fourth edition of the 908. And I also had it in another color. And in some brands, when you have a different color Soleplate, they are going to slide differently. A good example of that would be the USD ANs. A lot of people say that the white ones become a little bit slower after a while. Totally honest with you, I never really felt it, but I know that some people felt it before. Some people also say that the white version of the Rosie's M12 is a bit harder than the black one. I do know that the material used on the M12 Classic UFS, it's a bit softer because it's one of those, I don't know how you call it. It's made out of waste. Because the black skate is made out of waste, but it's amazing. I like it. It's a ecological skate, if you can say it. The Rosie's M12 black, the Buyo. I think the Buyo is one of those. I know that the M12 UFS is one of those. Now on this one, I didn't try the black ones or I didn't try the gray ones, so I can't really tell you if the boot is also going to react differently. But I can tell you that the Soleplates slide exactly the same like the previous black one that I did use. Now, going to the shell, and that's where the real differences start comparing to the old skate. And please have in mind that I skated the U1s, the 908s U1s that had a piece of leather on top of the boot. And when I made my review about the damn U1s, which you can find here, on that review I actually said that I knew a lot of people said the skate was very, very flexible. I didn't really felt it, but I said that could be for two reasons. One of them because I was using an Intuition liner and not the regular stock DEM liner. And also because that skate had some leather. I think it's more like an eco leather, if you can call it to the fake leather. On top, and obviously by having that leather on top, that would make the skate a little bit more stiff because there's more material. That's just the way it is. On this one, it's just naked plastic. And does it feel good? Yes, it does. It doesn't feel extremely stiff, but it feels the right stiffness. And this is obviously very subjective because you can say, but what is the right stiffness? Well, I'm obviously talking about the way that I skate and the way that I feel about skating and the way that I feel about my skates or how I want my skates to feel. When you look from the top, because it has a short or like a small space here, it looks very narrow, but that doesn't mean that the skate is way too narrow. It's just because the space between the lacing, it's so much shorter that makes it look very narrow. As an example, if you look at the USD Throne, the classic Throne, there was a time that one of the changes they made was just putting the laces more apart, and that made the skate feel even wider. They didn't change the mold, they just put the laces more far apart, and that made the skate look wider. So here, by having that makes the skate look narrower, like it looks slim, you know, it looks classy for me, but at the same time, it also improves the support a lot compared to the previous one. Yes, it is supportive, but it allows me to do the tricks that I sometimes struggle to do, like those Starks and those backslides. But there's something else that allows me to do that. Obviously, as I said, the shell is awesome. I really like these. I don't know exactly why they chose to do it. The space here between the lacing, it kind of feels like they wanted people to have the possibility of having a 45-degree strap or a 45-degree buckle. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't really know why, but maybe if someone does, you can comment and let me know. Maybe you guys know more than me. But I like it, and I like it that the laces come this high, and especially with this liner, it was so good to integrate because I didn't even use the tallest hole. What I did is from the second to last, from there it went straight to the liner, and on this liner I can actually start pulling from here. It pulls from the liner, but the liner has some like integration system with the boot and works perfectly with this. It's just perfect. So man, I couldn't expect any more. Obviously, what comes after that, cuff. The cuff is also completely new, and if you just improve the shell, but then if you leave a cuff that you're not happy with, well, it wouldn't make sense. They made a completely new cuff that, to start with, it looks very, very good. It looks very modern, but at the same time, it looks classy. You know, there's not a lot of stuff going on in this. It's just clean, but it goes very, very well with the skate. And at the same time, it also improves the stiffness a lot. Let me just tell you something. With the previous version, with the U1s, when I put the regular Intuition V2 liners, I kind of felt it was a little bit too spacious on the inside, and with this one it felt narrower on top, but still there was still a little bit of space, at least with the V2 liners without that insert, that cuff that extra Velcro cuff that the liner comes with. I don't like to use it that much, so that's why I'm not using the V2, and that's why I use this one. Now, still on the cuff, this skate has a system to rocker the cuffs. I usually don't use it. There's other skates on the market that have it, especially when you come to freestyle skates. There's some skates on the market that sometimes I wish they had it. Something like the Rams, because the Rams after a while makes you go like that. And I would use these rockerable system more as a way to correct that, if that makes sense to you. I left it exactly the way they came, and they came low. The cuffs are on the lowest position. Other than that, things just to come to an end. Metal buckle, I like it. I think it's cool. They could just put a white one or a black one or whatever, but they chose to go chrome, and I really like the chrome accent here that goes a little bit with the bolt, with the cuff bolt, and also goes a little bit with the lace loops. Even if the lace loops and the bolt are not really as shiny as this, but this is just, it's a tiny thing. I don't think this is nothing that would never ever make you not buy this skate. So yeah, if you're questioning yourself, is this the skate that I should buy? I will make you another question. Why not? This is an amazing skate. I think it will work with anti-rocker frames very good. It will work, it does work very good with flat frames. It is light. It is not noisy, because some skates are super noisy. This is not a noisy skate. It works with various liners. It's supportive. It looks nice. It looks very modern, but at the same time it looks clean. Not mine, because mine is white. So yeah, I guess I just said it. If there would be any con about this skate, it's just that it gets dirty. But it was my fault on not buying the black version when it came out. I do love a good white skate, but I get bored of white skates way too fast. I'm more of the black skate kind of guy, but that's me. So maybe my best option is actually to go out and just buy the Denny beers, and then depending on the liner that I use, I'm gonna have a different color skate. So if you're looking for a good aggressive skate, this is it, man. It could be a bit cheaper. It's between 220 and 250 boot only, but I fully understand it's a completely new skate. They're still paying for the mold. We're all still paying for the mold, and it only makes sense that this is the price to pay for the evolution of aggressive inline skating. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you want to buy this skate or any of the damn skates, check the link in the description. There's a link for Eden Skate, and when you buy the skates from Eden Skate, if you use the code that is also there, which is code Lino, you'll get a little discount, and at the same time you're also supporting what I'm doing here. When you buy through Eden Skates, you are allowing me to do these kind of reviews, because that's how it works. You give them money, they invest a little bit on me, and I can do these reviews for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, like I said, just subscribe to the channel. Press on that bell so you will get notifications every time I upload one of these. And obviously, if you want to be part of what's happening with this channel, and if you want to have access to exclusive content, you can also press on that join button. You will have access to 3 different perks, from getting access to exclusive live streams, getting discounts on my shop, the WheELADDICT.shop. You can even have online lessons with me, but just press on that join and just check the perks. Other than that, just to finish this video, if you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Please let me know what made you not like this video. If you didn't, if you like it, you can also drop me a comment. Let me know what you enjoyed about this video. And like I always finish every single video, just don't ever, like ever, not even when your back is killing you, like my back has been killing me over the last month, never ever forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Cheers, and see you soon. Boom. It got a little longer, so it seems.